Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera kelas. Welcome back. We still in accounting, or we got average rate of return, right? So, but in this session, we only focusing how to calculate ARR, average rate of return, in constant cash flow. In constant cash flow also they have two, which is without scrap value, and another one is with scrap value, right? So scrap value is mean that in a project you have a machineries, right? And then in machineries, in the end of the project, you want to sell or sold the machineries. The machineries, they have a value, so we call it a scrap value, right? So in constant cash flow also they have without scrap value. Those project did not have any machines. Another project they have a with scrap value, which is the project have a machine. At end of the project you want to sold the machine, right? So the formula of depreciation also same. Let's see for without scrap value, which is initial investment divided by useful of life. And for the with depreciation is initial investments minus scrap value divided by useful of life. Useful of life is the long of the project. Let's say 5 years, 3 years, alright? So let's go to the example of the questions, how to calculate the ARR in constant cash flow. In constant cash flow, that means the cash flow of the project inject in the project is not same every year, right? Let's see, the first year is 25,000, second year is 35, third year is 42, fourth year is 60, and fifth year is 3,000. It's a different, right? And then in this case, in this question, which is the initial investment that investor give it is for the project, alright, or company give it is 180,000, right? So when you look at in this question, we found that the cash flow is not constant, right? If not constant, the first step you have to identify or calculate the average cash flow first, right? How to calculate total cash flow? Okay, total cash flow divide by 5. Why divide by 5? Because this project is 5. Let's say the project is a 10. You divide by 10, yeah, useful of life. So you have to calculate 25,000 plus, you have to add on 35,000 plus 35 plus 40 plus 60 plus 633, and then divide by 5, right? Then you will be get answer 45,000. So the average cash flow is 45,000. Okay. So let's see in this question, they don't have any scrap value. So you have to calculate the depreciation, which is initial investment divided by useful of life. So 180,000 divided by 5, you will get 36,000. Okay, for the ARR, so the average cash flow is 45,000 minus 36,000 divided by 180,000 times 100, you will get, for the ARR is 5%. Okay. Alright, let's see in this question, they state that scrap value is 6,000. Then you have to calculate the new depreciation, which is 80,000 minus 6,000 divided by 5. So the depreciation is 34,800. Okay. So in this question, because the average cash flow we already calculated before, so strictly take the 45,000 as average cash flow minus 34,800 is depreciation, divide by 80,000 times 100, you will get 5.7% for ARR for this project. So this is ARR for inconstant cash flow, right? So we already learned about how to calculate. If the cash flow is not constant, then the first step you have to calculate the average cash flow with add on all the cash flow divided by useful of life, and then you will get answer average cash flow, and then you have to calculate depreciation and strictly calculate the ARR. Alright, I think we end of this session. We already learned about how to calculate accounting rate of return, or we call the average rate of return in consistent cash flow. So that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.